We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Taylor out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 38-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he stopped immediately there. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to float this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Made back at the 44-yard line.
Now Tua. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Colts.
On play action, they'll throw. Campbell making the catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well run route.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. His first carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made at the
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a dump off here complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10. At the 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Naimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Tackle made.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
For number 80, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Akins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Texans 31. Colts nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a round. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
What we got? 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Our time. It's our time. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd down.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Gun, a run for Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Balaj. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The 19-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check, 55 to mine.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no run.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Texans scoop it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Colts.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Taylor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The give to Taylor. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Indianapolis.
No.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Fighting is what, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 20.
Good. Makes the score Texans 34, Colts 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Indianapolis. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
That's
29.
it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, 59.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.